Welcome, seekers of the truth, to the Magical Services channel. So, this is going to be a most supreme career horoscope for the general collective for the time when the moon is in Pisces. And that'll be from August 27th around 6:30 p.m. Universal Time to August 30th, 2026 around 2:30 a.m. Universal Time. So, this horoscope will be for that time frame. So the partial lunar eclipse on August 28th, with the full moon in Pisces opposing the Virgo sun, brings a professional cycle to its visible apex. Eclipses in the career sphere do not introduce new projects so much as they expose the true condition of existing ones. What has been quietly deteriorating in the workplace, what has been sustained by momentum rather than genuine purpose, what has been hidden behind polished presentations and optimistic projections, now becomes difficult to ignore. The Virgo sun, the most attuned to craft, precision, and the ethics of labor, demands an honest accounting. The Pisces moon, opposite, introduces a countervailing pressure, the question of whether one's work still carries meaning beyond its mechanics, whether the daily grind is in service of a vision or merely a routine that has outlived its justification. For the collective professional landscape, this eclipse marks a moment of reckoning between duty and calling, between the spreadsheet and the dream. The sun's tight conjunction with Mercury in Virgo sharpens the mental faculties to a fine professional edge. In the days surrounding the eclipse, the capacity for detailed analysis, contract review, editorial precision, and technical problem solving reaches a peak. Communications in the workplace are crisp, specific, and consequential. Emails carry weight. Negotiations hinge on the exact phrasing of a clause. For those in fields requiring meticulous thought, research, accounting, writing, or quality control, this is a period of genuine intellectual potency. However, the conjunction also narrows focus. The mind becomes so absorbed in the granular that it can lose sight of the strategic horizon, mistaking the perfection of a single component for the health of the entire enterprise. The professional challenge is to balance Virgo's extraordinary attentiveness to detail with the Piscean capacity to see the whole. This precision is violently interrupted by Uranus in Gemini squaring the Sun-Mercury conjunction at less than 1 degree of orb. The most destabilizing aspect in the data set for career matters, in fact. Uranus introduces the unforeseen, a sudden restructuring, an unexpected resignation, a technological shift that renders a current project obsolete overnight, a client who changes direction without warning, a market fluctuation that upends a carefully laid financial plan. The professional atmosphere crackles with unpredictability. Strategies that appear sound on Monday may require complete revision by Wednesday. For some, this Uranian disruption arrives as liberation, the sudden permission to abandon a role or project that had become a cage, the unexpected offer that redirects a career entirely. For others, it manifests as pure instability, the anxiety of watching carefully constructed plans fracture along invisible fault lines. The collective lesson is that rigidity in the face of Uranus is the most expensive professional posture one can adopt. Flexibility, rapid adaptation, and the willingness to pivot without grieving the abandoned plan are the period's essential skills. Venus in Libra, dignified in her domicile, governs the relational architecture of professional life during this window. Business partnerships, client relations, diplomatic negotiations, and collaborative ventures are her domain. Venus here bestows a natural grace in professional interactions, an ability to find common ground, to make counterparts feel valued, to negotiate without bruising egos. For those whose work depends on relationships, sales, design, law, consulting, or any field where trust and aesthetic judgment intersect. Venus in Libra is a powerful ally. She is further supported by an exact sextile from Black Moon Lilith in Sagittarius, which injects a current of bold, unconventional authenticity into professional dealings. This aspect favors those willing to pitch an unorthodox idea to change an industry norm to bring a personal conviction into the boardroom that others have been too cautious to voice. The sextile suggests that professional success in this period rewards not just competence, but courage, the willingness to let one's genuine perspective become part of the professional offering. Yet Venus's forward movement is opposed by retrograde Saturn in Aries, and this aspect introduces a sobering friction into career advancement and financial matters. Saturn retrograde slows recognition, delays approval, and subjects professional ambitions to a test of endurance. A promotion may be postponed. A funding request may be met with bureaucratic resistance. An authority figure may withhold the validation or resources one has been working toward. The opposition asks whether the ambition is structurally sound, whether it has been built on genuine expertise and sustained effort, or on the hope that charm and goodwill alone will carry it forward. Financially, this aspect counsels caution. It is not the moment for speculative investment or for assuming that revenue streams will continue uninterrupted. Saturn demands that the professional foundation be inspected for cracks before additional weight is placed upon it. Mars in Cancer square Saturn in Aries compounds this professional friction with a layer of blocked drive and workplace tension. Mars in Cancer is ambition filtered through emotional self-protection. He wants to advance but fears exposure, wants to compete but dreads the vulnerability of being seen trying. Squared by Saturn, the result is a professional environment where initiative is met with resistance, where assertiveness feels punished, where the natural competitive instinct is throttled by structural inertia or by a superior's inflexibility. Colleagues may become passive-aggressive. Projects may stall not because of a lack of talent, but because of a lack of permission. The square generates a grinding frustration, the sense of pushing against a door that will not open. The constructive response is to redirect Mars's energy inward, to use the period for skill building, preparation, and private strengthening rather than external conquest. The breakthrough will come, but not by force. Jupiter in Leo provides a counterbalancing current of professional optimism, recognition, and creative expansion. Jupiter here favors leadership, public visibility, and the rewards that come from generous, confident self-expression. In a period otherwise marked by Saturnine delay and Uranian disruption, Jupiter in Leo is a reminder that professional growth also happens through boldness, through the willingness to present one's work with pride, to mentor others, to occupy a room with warmth and authority. Creative industries, entertainment, education, and any field requiring public trust are particularly favored by this transit. Jupiter asks the professional to consider where they have been diminishing themselves, where they have been waiting for permission to be visible, and invites them to step forward without apology. Pluto retrograde in Aquarius operates beneath all of these more visible dynamics, quietly restructuring the power architecture of organizations, industries, and professional networks. Pluto's retrograde motion turns transformative pressure inward, exposing hidden hierarchies, unspoken alliances, and the subtle mechanisms by which control is maintained in collective professional structures. The period may reveal that a team's stated purpose and its actual function are not aligned, that a company's culture conceals dynamics of fear or favoritism, that an industry's established norms are ripe for disruption from within. These revelations are not always comfortable, but they are necessary. Pluto does not destroy what is vital. It destroys what is already dead but has not yet fallen. As the moon wanes through Pisces in the days following the eclipse, the acute professional intensity softens into reflection. The waning phase is not the time to launch, but to integrate, to assess what the eclipse revealed, and to begin the quiet work of realignment. The period's overarching professional message is one of adaptive integrity, the willingness to let disruption clear the path, to let Saturn test the foundation, to let Jupiter restore the courage, and to let the Pisces moon remind the worker that a career is not merely a mechanism of income, but a vessel of purpose. Those who can hold precision and vision, ambition and patience, disruption and faith in the same hand will find that the weeks ahead offer not just survival, but genuine hard-won advancement. So that is what I had for you today, collective. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please feel free to like this video, or comment this video, or share this video, or hype this video, or subscribe to our channel if you have not already, or hype our channel by letting your friends and acquaintances who might benefit from it know about it. All those acts would be great and greatly appreciated. And now there's a magical service being offered in the description box. Feel free to check it out. It could be very useful. And do stay in tune to future uploads of the channel, as I always try to keep fresh stuff on here for you guys. All sign readings, sign-specific readings, longs and shorts, divinations and astrology readings, and whatever else you would like to see feasible. So please do let me know about it. With that said, thank you so much for your time and for being here and being part of our tribe and supporting our channel. Until the next time, blessings.